Welcome to this edition of Las Películas Sábados Gigantes at the Cinemarijuana Theatre.
Yeah.
That's right. It's a special day here. It's not a holiday like it was last time, but
it's a holiday. We're just talking about the holiday.
it's like a holiday because it's a holiday recap.
Yeah.
And it's a triumphant return.
It is.
Yes, back from the grave in true Halloween fashion. Condi has risen from the grave.
Yes,
He's
like
rise
Jesus
from his
Christ.
gravy.
It's a Dia de los Muertos.
Like Jesus, he's risen from his gravy to keep spending money.
Podcast after
Oh,
Halloween.
yeah. And the only thing scarier than the films you watched is the rental I got. I'm driving a Fiat right now.
I understand that's Italian for shitbox.
It is a shitbox.
Fix
Like,
it again,
I could fit
Tony.
me and one other person, and like technically it has two back seats, but like I couldn't even fold any one of you to go back there.
And certainly no one is surviving a crash.
You had to pull the driver's seat out like Hightower and Police Academy and drive from the back seat.
I feel like Arnold in Commando when he's in Ray Dong Chong's car. It is. I got in this and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, the actual controls for the windows aren't on the arm thing. There's no armrest for the door.
Jeez.
The window controls are like on the panels in front.
Well, perhaps Fiat would like to consider sponsoring our program to get us to retract these heinous.
Call the shitbox.
And we're gonna.
Stay-
sounds like a positively
Good luck,
ghoulish
Fiat.
ride.
Is this gonna be like South Park? We're gonna threaten to give negative Yelp reviews.
Yes,
To
yes.
people?
I wish, yeah.
All right. Well, this is a special podcast, sort of, or the podcast isn't exactly special, but the night was. It was Halloween last week, and as our wonderful little event fell on Halloween, we decided we would do a horror monster movie marathon.
Yeah, a little mini marathon of monster movies.
Yes, and we got through 4.
Mostly.
Well, most of us, most of us got through.
It was almost like the
3.5.
online horror-thons we've been to. The longer it went, the more people who dropped out.
Yeah, truly. So we're here to discuss all of them.
Dropped out or dropped off.
Yeah, we're here to discuss all of them. We are short a couple people that may join us that were here that night. Jason Land and Raul were here, but we'll go ahead and get started in the interest of time because we actually have 2 podcasts to do tonight. We got to wrap up for our free-for-all series that we're doing as well. So
Dope podcast.
if you felt you couldn't get enough Cinemarijuana Theatre, well, my goodness.
We're going to change your mind about that.
Yeah, boy. We
Or
got
at least really try.
we
You're
got
going to be really sick of us.
heap and helping of something special for you.
We're gonna have a lot of barbacoa for you today.
Yes, we are. A lot of meat. All right. Well, and just to mention the names of the films, we saw from 1987, Dolls. We saw from 2009, Dead Snow. We saw from 2008, Zombies, nay, or rather, Strippers versus Zombies, nay, Zombies, because nay means the one that was before.
It depends. Like, if you pull it up on Wikipedia, it says it's called Zombies.
Yeah, well, that was what was originally released. The title was originally Zombies, but I think they changed it at some point because now you can find it as sort of Strippers versus Zombies.
It has both titles on the DVD.
Yeah, and it is not Zombie Strippers with Robert Englund. I want to make that abundantly clear.
Because that movie sucks.
Right. And
well, I'm sure this other one was much better.
And
I wish it
you know
was
what?
Zombie Strippers.
Pipe down.
Robert Englund.
I do too,
And,
actually.
okay, look, just shut up. All right. And finally, Dracula versus Frankenstein from 1971 we got through. So let's So we'll go around and introduce our cast today, and then we'll get right down to the nitty-gritty. Clockwise, starting with me, I'm Ed.
I'm Zeb.
I'm the ghost of John.
I'm Kenzie.
I'm Chris.
I'm Bill Condi.
Consby.
Back from the dead and from another mystery. Okay, so let's start by talking about Dolls. Okay, Dolls from 1987, directed by Stuart Gordon, written by what the fuck?
Brian Yunza.
Ed
Produced.
Ed Non.
Yeah.
Produced by Brian Usna. I know that. Yes. Starring Carrie Lorraine as Judy, Guy Rolfe as Gabriel, and Stephen Lee as Ralph. This movie gets a 6.3 on IMDb. I was going to check the Rotten Tomatoes scores, but
Oh, fuck Rotten Tomatoes.
I blew it. Well, I always think it's just an interesting sort of contrast, but I blew it and didn't check.
Nope.
So, nope.
Nope.
Okay. Let's just. We have 4 films to talk about. Also to shit. I guess I should mention the new ratings thing before we get to it.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
So what we've done is, if you have been listening, we sort of have found that the candy-ass 5-star
5
rating
stars is
system we have. And it's boring and nobody likes it and they feel it's not descriptive enough.
Not personal enough.
Not personal enough, not specific enough. So
just not us enough.
We thought long and hard about it, and we came to the conclusion that, you're pretty much spending the time you're given discussing the movie, giving us your rating on it. So it was kind of pointless to have some juvenile, insufficient integer system. So we've come up with the concept of 3 words. What we're going to have is from now on, you're going to take your 3 minutes to review the film, and then when it's time for the bottom line, we're going to ask you for 3 words. Any 3 words, be it a 3-word phrase, 3 individual words, whatever you want. You get 3 words to sum up the film, and that's
3 words that like a Rorschach, not a Rorschach test, like a word association test for the movie.
A word shack test.
Yeah, where it's like what pops into what 3 words pop
I give
in your
this
head.
new rating system 3 stars.
You know what? If I could give it 3 stars, I'd give it 2.
I'll give it a low 3, high 2, because we don't do 0.5. So
We don't. Okay.
We did discuss doing nothing but 0.5s, but we thought that would get confusing.
Because it's basically 10. I mean, if you do 0.5, okay. Anyway, so let's talk about dolls.
Should we get a synopsis?
Yes, let's go to Kenzie.
Oh,
wait. One more thing I forgot. It's right here on my list. Hang on.
Yeah.
It's a big show tonight.
It is a big show. I'm sorry. It is jam-packed. It's like eating a Snickers bar, and there's like a little man stuffing peanuts into the other end.
you're going to need to explain this all again on the next podcast, by the way.
No. We're not talking about these on the next podcast.
We'll fill people in.
The wrap, because that's why this is a special podcast for a special night. The free-for-all theme this isn't part of.
For special people who showed up on time.
So before we go any further, Kenzie, was anybody in the Bone Zone from any of these 4 films?
I don't think anyone from Dolls. I was pretty asleep for Dead Snow.
Not Stephen Lee, the hero of Dolls.
I don't think
Her
so.
buddy, her real life buddy, the guy that
He was a little pudgy.
None of those
She
creatures
was cute,
inside the
though.
dolls.
That girl was cute.
Are you saying the small child was in the Bone Zone?
No.
What about
I'm
Johnny
just
Backhand
adding.
Vegas?
Who?
From Strippers vs. Zombies?
Backhand
The
Vegas,
black guy?
that's right.
Johnny Backhand Vegas.
It's backhand.
No. The big guy? The big black guy?
The pimp, yeah.
What about
Yeah, no.
what about the boyfriend? What about the
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. No, he was too kind of stupid looking for me.
what about any of the Swedes from Dead Snow? You remember any of them?
No.
No.
I'm sure there would have been people.
What about
I was asleep.
What about Xandor Vorkov?
Yes, Dracula from Dracula vs. Frankenstein with his awesome 70s Middle Eastern fro.
Yes,
Was
he looked
he-
looking like Zach De La Rocha
I
from
left for
Rage Against the
yours.
Machine.
I
Yeah.
wasn't
Most
here for
people either
that.
left or fell asleep for mine.
Yeah.
But I can't really blame them because, man, that was pretty bad.
Well, we finished it. We'll talk about it. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So it was a bad week for the Bone Zone. Halloween, not
Yeah.
a lucky holiday for the Bone Zone.
No.
To be fair, to be scary, people shouldn't be hot, if you think about it.
I guess.
You don't want hot
Well,
monsters.
the victim should be
Well,
hot
let's-
at least.
Okay, that's
Okay.
true, but then they're girls, and then they're not necessarily going to be in the Bone
Kenzie
Zone.
didn't find
Yeah.
anybody from the Bone Zone, and she wants to bang serial killers.
That's what. Yeah,
That's
these
why
guys-
this is. It's
What about
bad.
Lon
Somebody
Chaney?
failed.
Oh, no, she didn't see him either.
Yeah, no.
Dude, yikes.
Yeah. Oh man.
What about
yeah, he is.
Colonel Herzog, the head Nazi zombie? Was he in the Bone Zone?
I don't know.
Was that really his
That was
name?
him, yeah.
He was
There's
great.
also no lip thing going on
Yeah,
there.
dude, pretty rad. Well, yeah. I mean,
Okay, so no one was in the Bone Zone.
All right, well, let's get a synopsis
What's
of
that?
Dolls.
Yes, synopsis with dolls. Let's go.
Okay. Dolls is about this little girl who's pretty cute and all these killer dolls. But then, like, at the end of the movie, there's, like, this really kind of heartwarming message that happens. But anyways, the dolls are creepy as fuck, and they will hurt people.
All right.
Yeah, there you
All
go.
There you
right,
go.
there you go.
I would ask Raul why he actually. Well, no, I know why he picked dolls because we sort of picked dolls together.
Yeah, we did.
The story with this was we knew Raul had some other Halloween plans, but he'd be able to be here early, and he has a pretty impressive library of stuff, some of which he hasn't seen. And we suggested screening something from his library, to which he shot back, you guys picked something from my library, so we took a look. And as neither one of us had seen Dolls, but we're both fans of Stuart Gordon.
Yeah.
We were like, it came down to basically Dolls, and he had the new Blu-ray of Fulci's The Beyond.
Yeah,
it basically
which
came down to a
would've
pick
been
between
cool,
those two, and we opted for Dolls. So because I think he hadn't seen The Beyond, but we have.
Yeah, we already watched it this
month.
month already.
Last
We've
month.
seen it, so yeah. Prior to Halloween.
So that's why it was picked, because it was Stuart Gordon and a nice Blu-ray of it, and we hadn't seen it. All right, Zeb. We're going to each I'm going to give everybody a minute on these because we're low on time.
Okay. All right. So
just so we have a lot to pack
let
into
me know
this
when
hour.
I go.
And we want
Okay,
somewhere to be.
go ahead. Oh, actually, take 2 minutes. Take 2 minutes to tell us about Dolls. Go.
Last time I saw this film was when it came out at the Old Man Theaters. For its time, I was pretty impressed with the effects. Looking at it now, it's kind of cheesy, but at the time, I was like, "Whoa!"
Well, the dolls do look. Whatever they use in stop motion, whatever, it does look pretty cool.
It was very, very cool to see the Blu-ray transfer as well. I'm assuming this was a Blu-ray.
Yeah, it looks really
gorgeous.
nice. It looks sharp.
And it was. It's one of those films where you get the most bang for your buck, even though it's an hour long. It's still packed with so much.
I love that. That was the perfect length.
Great. Oh, what's happening now? You kids and your damn things.
Okay, wait. Hang on.
You gotta bring donuts.
Okay,
next
I'm
time.
gonna still go. Fuck this shit. Stuart Gordon certainly knows how to milk the Reanimator movie, because every film I've seen from him, it's always like from the makers of Reanimator.
Well, I think
never from something else.
Is that not his biggest commercial
It
success?
is, but it's not that good.
Well, it's also but it is beloved.
It's all right.
Though.
It's all right.
It is.
It's all right.
I think.
But I think it's funny, like horror directors always like from the makers of this one movie that made it really big.
Yeah.
Having said that, Dolls was really good. I remember seeing it at the Man Theaters when it came out in a very non-crowded movie theater.
I'm sure.
Because I saw the commercials on TV and I'm like, man, that looks great. Killer Dolls, and this was before Child's Play, and it was awesome.
Yeah, it was. It was the year before Child's Play. Yeah, Child's Play was 88, I think.
That's pretty
So it's kind of weird. When I first saw it, I was kind of confused because I thought like it was like a little girl's hallucinations and like she was actually doing it. And then it turns out that they're really dolls that do come alive, embody with the spirits of the people that were there. So I really enjoyed this film. 1 hour is enough. If it was more than 1 hour long, I think I would have gotten a little bit antsy.
Well, it's like an hour and 20.
It's good. It's the perfectly timed. Everything was perfect. Not a shot was wasted. The effects were great for its time, and the Blu-ray transfer is very delicious. So the three words I would describe for this film
3 words.
is very underrated film.
Okay. All right.
Awesome.
Well, Condi, do you want to swap out for?
I will, but I am going to kick Zeb in the dick today for talking trash about Reanimator.
Okay,
Just
go
so
ahead before.
that is my 3 words for the movie: kick Zeb's dick.
Okay, well,
Zeb enjoys it a lot.
Condi
Is
is
a lot, one word or two.
stepping out. Raul and Jason, if you guys want to step in here because we're talking
wanna hit me
about
into there?
John. Go ahead. 2 minutes about dolls, please.
Well, this is a great kind of lost gem from the 80s of horror. You know, a lot of people didn't see this.
Oh, dude, I totally agree. No, just kidding. Sorry.
Yeah, Stuart Gordon, director of Reanimator. This is just, it's a weird movie. It's different. It's got like a little more of a tongue-in-cheek vibe to it. They definitely go for more the horror comedy thing than just the straight horror.
It is a little lighthearted.
Yeah, and it does. Yeah. It's got, in fact, I mean, the ending basically just becomes like almost pure comedy when he's busting out the letter, and there's almost like from The Simpsons, like, oh, there's more space dust on this letter. When he's like, oh, there's also a PPS, and this solves all the other problems. And,
PPS.
yeah, it's fun though. I thought really cool special effects. I guess they had to go in and add some more gore because it wasn't initially gory enough.
Oh, really?
But then they went too far and they added too much gore, so they had to take a bunch of it back out again.
Are you
Can there
serious?
be too much?
Well, I think they were trying to tread the line with this, where they didn't want to make.
Is it not rated R though?
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna look.
You have to look it up because I swear. I mean, I think the eyeball scene would probably get it. With the stepmom scene when she's in bed and like her eyes hanging out. I think that would get you an R rating. But
that's the way to do it, though. Really, right? Like, just blow it out one way and then just blow it out the other way, so you can edit it down. And
it would be cool to see like sort of like a director's cut or a full unrated version with all the extra stuff. But yeah, it's a weird movie. But if you're a fan of horror and you haven't seen it, look it up. The Blu-ray transfer was gorgeous.
It is rated R.
Okay, yeah, I'm not surprised. But it's still very tame. I mean, there's not any nudity. There's only really the stepmom is. I mean, I guess the thing where they turn the one girl into a doll, that's pretty. When her face is all like messed up, that's kind of gory.
There was a nip slip.
Was there?
Yeah,
When?
the punk chick with the black.
Yeah.
Really?
MCA.
and the dolls you see there, Nips. What? No, I'm just.
There was no doll
No,
nibs
no doll
in
nibs.
this movie. I was wondering if we were
That'd
going
be
to
great,
explanation more about what the things were, because when she was breaking off, when the one British chick busted out her boy toy belt and was whipping the dolls like Indiana Jones style,
That was great.
there was like kind of like the doll face were cracking off, and
Yeah.
there was like, you saw like the shriveled up faces underneath, and I thought
So
they
you
were
want
gonna,
some backstory, maybe a prequel.
Well, you kind of get at the end. I mean, you assume those are the other victims. Like, I thought they were going to be some kind of crazy elves or like goblins or chuds or
Right.
something, but
It turns
I
out that
guess
the
it was-
California raisins.
It was it was the other people who have visited the house in the past, and I guess got turned into dolls by the creepy witch couple.
All right, so 3 words about dolls.
I'm gonna say dolls are creepy.
All right. Kenzie, 2 minutes. Dolls. Go ahead.
I really liked this movie. I thought it was a lot of fun, and I was surprised because I don't usually like old horror movies.
Old.
I just don't think
old.
they're as entertaining.
I think it's younger than me.
That broke my
Well,
heart.
still. Long ago age of 1987.
Well,
Yeah, Kenzie, I'm
anyways.
older than that movie. So
I'm
if I
sorry.
did something horrible, would you like horrific? Would that be like you're not really into it?
Yeah, probably. It's just
Otherwise,
way too early for me. Okay, so I don't know. I remember the 3-word thing. So, like, does it have to be a sentence, or can it be any
Anything you
3
want.
words?
It could be whatever. Well, I don't know that you
Like-
can, is there a possible 3-word sentence?
Yeah.
Yeah, a sentence
I
has
love
to
you.
contain
Run,
2
Dad's
words.
Oh,
home.
okay,
this
okay.
Mine was a sentence.
Dolls are creepy.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So it can be a sentence, yeah, or a phrase, or just 3 words. It's up
Or
to
just
you.
3 words,
Okay.
anything, yeah.
Your choice.
Okay, like dolls, scary and funny.
Oh, I think that's apt. I think that's an apt description of the film.
Certainly.
My next ones will be
honestly.
better. I
Certainly.
promise.
Okay.
I
All
agree.
right. Okay, Chris, your turn. You got to talk about dolls.
I didn't write anything for this, so
That's
sorry.
okay.
Yeah, I really liked this movie. I was stoned as fuck.
That's the
was
best
like-
way to see
It's
something
a
like
good
this.
movie
It
to
was-
watch that way, though.
I,
Yeah.
I found myself genuinely like being scared by it because I was just so high. I was like, oh my god,
Oh my God, dolls.
like I would hate this, like you would hate that, right?
It would suck to be
yeah, I
turned
guess
into a
that's-
doll.
Yeah, or I mean, I would rather be turned into a doll than have dolls come after me. That's fucked up shit.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to be a doll for
Fuck
the
that.
rest of your life?
Well, it's better than having them come after you.
Well, those people
Well, I
got
guess it's-
both, though. They came after him. They got turned into
Yeah.
him.
Oh, well,
I
no, I
mean-
suppose if they come after you might be able to get away.
I get okay. Well, I'd rather get away, but fucking obviously, if the
I wonder how many of
just
those
getting
dolls.
attacked by little dolls or being turned into a doll. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'll just wait for my turn.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but sorry. I don't know. It was great. I thought the special effects were cool. I thought it was funny. I loved the kind of layers of creepiness the doll thing people go through. You see them as first they're just innocent dolls that barely move. Maybe their heads like turn or their eyes move or whatever, which is creepy when it happens, and then it just keeps getting creepier.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
When they get up and start coming after you.
yeah, it's like somebody sat in a room with a whole bunch of dolls one time and was like, "What is the fucking creepiest thing I could think of that would like be like I don't know, like that would be scary about
Dolls.
dolls?" Yeah, and they did a pretty good job
Them
of
coming
it.
to life and being gross.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to show it to little kids, to see what they
Yeah.
well,
Little
that's
kids would
feel
love
about
it.
that.
sort of an interesting angle about it.
because that's kind of I guess that's the kind of thing that the human mind does is naturally fills in that there must be something inside of a doll. The thought of it being hollow, I guess, is kind of I don't know. Anyway, I'm stoned now too, so but.
All right, so 3 words about dolls.
Okay, California raisins.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Excellent.
30 syllables
Yes.
about dolls.
Proving his worth. Proving his worth in spades.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. Raul, tell us what you thought about dolls.
Dolls is kind of one of my. It's definitely a horror favorite. It's been in my rotation for a bit. It's one of those movies that I just like can throw on and half watch. Because anytime you look at that movie, there's something stupid or rad happening. Any fucking time, It also kind of fits into that weird subgenre of horror movies that are kind of like fairy tales, where it's kind of, has a child protagonist and dealing with something that's odd and bigger than her. I kind of put in the same categories like People Under the Stairs. I look at in the same vein.
There's like a definite element of fun.
Yeah,
and intentional.
And like sort of like a morality play type of thing, where it's almost like usually like how fairy tales will be like a kind of a moral story.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
All right.
It's a good.
That's cool.
Give us 3 words about to sum up Dolls for us.
Good movie. It's fun.
Okay. All right. Jason, your turn. Tell us what you thought about Dolls.
It's not nearly as erotic as I thought it was going to be.
I would have liked, I imagine.
Not as erotic as the dolls you have at home.
It wasn't real dolls.
These were not real dolls, if you know what I mean.
I was expecting a completely different film.
I wonder how many of those dolls were OGs as opposed to like transformed people. Because like, remember that next round of people came by at the end of the movie as the girl in that.
Right.
Yeah, as the credits were rolling, another family
So
shows up.
are the newly transformed dolls going to join in on the fucking ankle stabbing on these people if they abuse dolls?
I think so,
Yeah.
because like
Why?
Why not?
Why do they have that Stockholm syndrome already?
you're
Like they were
pissed.
just
you just
they
got
were
turned into a
just
doll,
transformed and
but
damned to all that.
you're gonna be pissed as fuck.
Yeah,
if you got if I got turned into a doll, I would just run towards the next living thing that I see and kill it.
Really?
What are you gonna do? Put him in jail?
They got another. They'll go with the flow.
Yeah, I guess there's a lot of peer pressure of all the other dolls doing it, but it's like, why join with your oppressor?
Maybe there's a bitterness at
peer
your fate,
pressure.
and you want to take that out on your fellow human.
Maybe they're not just
Or
turned
your
into
fellow-
dolls; they're
your
turned into
former
evil
fellow
dolls.
human.
Part of the transformation makes
they're
you evil
cursed.
too.
Evil.
No,
real
because they
dolls.
were so nice to the girl when she's like,
Well, no, they already douches too. That's the thing. The dolls attack people because they were douchebags when they were people,
Right.
and they're douchebags when they're dolls.
I
They're
mean,
doll
evil will
douchebags.
be douchebags to the good and the bad people.
Well, but they almost killed the one guy.
Yeah,
when he was stepping on him and stuff. The little girl saved him.
Oh yeah.
By
Yeah, he
pleading for
did
his
murder
life.
a bunch of
Oh.
formerly people.
He did,
as
but he
an
didn't
adult.
know. It was innocent.
Maybe he didn't. But anyways, yeah, my 3 words were could be hotter.
I think this new rating system is a winner. I'm just gonna toss it out there. I think it's
give it a
it
low
could be
5.
hotter.
I think it just officially won. All right, my turn to talk about Dolls. Yeah, I enjoyed the shit out of this film.
Oh, I agree, Ed. I agree as well.
No, please, because I need every precious second of my 2 minutes. Please, feel free to add anything that might enhance my tale.
my guess, bro.
My 3 words: Zeb's bloody nips. All right, that'll do it for Dolls. Let's move on. The next film we watched was Dead Snow.
I think that heart attack's going to happen sooner rather than later.
We watched Dead Snow from 2009, a little higher than Dolls on IMDb. Dolls got a 6.3. Dead Snow gets a 6.4. This is from 2009, directed by Tommy Wirkola and written by Stig Frode Henningsen and starring some Norse folk. Before we begin talking about this film, Jason, tell us why you picked Dead Snow.
It was on my Netflix to-do list.
Excellent.
Like every pick
Just
that
like-
Jason has.
Well, hey, you know what? Some people, you go to a casino.
Well, you have a
and-
method.
That's what I'm saying.
Do not deviate
That's what I'm
from
saying.
It's been working for him so far.
You
Except that I
stick
did not
to
like
it.
Dead Snow and a bunch of my other movies, so I really need to start.
Maybe you should put
Except
some more
that it's
thought
not
into
working.
it. See, pick something you've seen already.
You,
I hadn't seen Dead Snow.
No, that's what you've never seen them because they're on your to watch list.
All right.
But
Well,
it seems like I'm gonna be spending like a couple hours in this room with a bunch of sweaty big dudes. It's like doing
Might as well check
How-
it out.
wait. At least something about this experience needs to be novel.
The movies need to be hotter.
Yeah, definitely. Well, especially because it's Dead Snow. What's colder than that? So it's got to be hotter. Okay, all right. So
But yeah, I thought they had a good concept.
definitely.
It definitely went off the rails too many times for me. Like too many really dumb decisions that were obviously written in on purpose.
Yeah, to
Like
kind of create that.
that wasn't a budgetary choice. That was like or a lack of skill. It was like they're like, you know what? Let's do what those Americans are doing with those comedy horror things. And
It's become part of the genre now.
I
Kind
guess.
of. Like that self-referential stupidity in horror movies.
And wait till Dead Snow 2.
Yeah,
it's
right?
already out, or
Yeah,
it's coming
It's
out.
on
Yeah,
Netflix. I think.
Deads versus Reds or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, Red was
It's
dead.
Tommy
Okay.
Zombies, I guess.
It's more
Okay,
American.
now, all right. So,
Hard not to be.
let's allow a hush to fall upon the room. Zeb,
Zeb's gonna speak.
2 minutes. Dead
Oh
Snow,
wait,
go.
my three. My
No,
three
we're
You,
gonna back
you
to
still
you.
get your you still get your time of view.
That's pretty
That's
much
just why
all.
you picked it.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why
Well,
you
no,
picked
then
it.
give your 3 words now.
Way too dumb.
Okay, all right, okay.
Number 2?
Two.
Wait, did you mean way to go to dumb?
3 words. Next film, please.
Oh,
Succinct.
zing!
Well, no chance of interrupting that.
Okay, John. Dead Snow.
Yeah, you know, this has actually been on my to-watch list for a long time, too, because I heard a lot of stuff about it. I did like it. One thing that kind of bothered me is that their Nazism didn't come through enough. They were definitely zombies dressed like Nazis.
They showed no
addressed this point,
prejudice?
too. They're like,
But-
would they want to eat me? Like I'm a Jew. Like
Well,
I
that's
would be
what- that's-
subsumed
right.
into zombieism if
and,
I
and
turned.
I almost feel like there's zombie, like I don't know, like you know how like vampires are repelled by crosses and stuff, and like maybe they had held up a picture of like like Eisenhower or something that was scared him off or some shit or
You mean
I
a
don't know.
picture- You mean Truman?
Well, he was at the end of the war,
But Eisenhower was after the war.
Oh, that was a general during the war, though, wasn't he?
Oh,
He was a
okay.
general.
I was thinking
NATO
that, sorry.
Supreme
Yeah.
Yeah, not
Commander.
because he was president, because he was a general. But anyways, but yeah, so their Nazism didn't come through enough, but their zombieism did. I was researching the movie a little bit. It's basically sort of based in like Norse mythology, because there are these things called like dragars or something, and it's basically a reanimated corpse that specifically is there to guard treasure. So like if you buried some guy with a bunch of stuff, like in theory his corpse would come back to life and haunt his tomb to protect it. But it was still sort of mortal, like the idea being that you could fight it and kill it if you wanted to take its stuff.
Yes.
And that was they had the whole thing with their Nazi gold, which is what they were trying to protect. And it was almost kind of like Leprechaun in that sense too. Like
Yeah.
how technically Commander
steal me a pot
Herzog,
of gold.
he needed his gold. He was actually thinking like I need me gold. But stupid people,
Okay.
especially the people who boned in the outhouse right after the dude dropped a deuce.
oh
yes.
God!
Like
Blumpkin.
Most unsexy sex scene
No,
of all
that-
time.
that was not a
Three-
Blumpkin.
All right, three
Yeah,
three
Blumpkins are
words.
blowjobs, right?
Three words for Dead Snow.
Nazis love gold.
They do.
I
They
thought you
do.
were gonna say
God,
needs
they
more
love it.
Blumpkins.
No more Blumpkins.
Okay, Kenzie, you got 2 minutes to tell us about Dead Snow. Go ahead.
I was sleeping for the whole movie.
All right,
So
3 words.
my 3 words are like I regret napping because I did want to see it, but now
Did
based
you
on
regret
what all of
something?
you guys are saying,
I
you
regret
guys are
napping.
really
I wanted to
negative
say that on my
about it.
tombstone.
My eyes, the goggles do napping.
It's worth if you haven't seen it, it's worth watching. I mean, if
It's
you're
worth not napping through.
It's worth yeah. It's
There
worth,
was
it's worth
a
anyway
sweet
through.
head explosion shot.
There was cool kills. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like it wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be, but it's still worth watching.
All right,
Yeah.
Chris, 2 minutes about Dead Snow. You're on.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I was falling asleep for half of this, so.
Ah.
That was his 3 words, by the way. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember a lot of special effects there, pretty funny. Like, yeah, there's a few heads exploding, wasn't there?
There were some good kills, some
Yeah,
good splatter.
good zombie kills. I remember the snow. I remember thinking this is like the Empire Strikes Back of zombie films, maybe.
Okay.
It's interesting.
Where the good guy or the bad guy wins?
Well, he kind of did, sort of,
Well, I
right?
guess
In the end,
Well, yeah.
you know.
So I guess, yeah.
Well, I just think when the Hoth, mostly the Hoth.
Because there was snow in it, that's
Yeah.
why it was.
Well, it reminded me of it. Yeah, it kind of reminded me of it somehow. I don't know what it was about it, but I just remember thinking that.
So any movie with snow in is the Empire Strikes Back of that franchise.
Yeah, it kind of. It seemed like a video game. It played out like a video game, kind of the way you had to like face a boss, and then they had to like.
like the worst part of the menace was at the end. They had to.
Yeah, but I guess
fight off
that's
so many and stuff.
all movies too. But I don't know. I
right.
don't really have a lot of intelligent things to say about this.
Excellent.
In 3 words, yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
I was like,
Wonderful.
Honestly, I don't know.
Wonderful. Have you seen Dead Snow, Raul?
Kind of. I can talk about it.
Okay, go ahead.
I mean, this was my second attempt to watch Dead Snow, and I got farther than I did the first time, which was still not very. I haven't liked it from the onset. I think it's just because I didn't like any of the characters immediately. So if a movie gives me characters I don't like, I already don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And then I watched Dead Snow 2, and that was fucking dumber. And I turned that shit off like 20 minutes in, and I know 32 minutes is like the hook, but I didn't give a fuck.
Right.
Martin Starr's in the sequel. So if you like that guy, there's a zombie in it. So,
Right. All right.
that's 3 words. Don't give fuck.
Don't give a fuck.
Okay. All right. Yeah, me and Dead Snow. It's actually the second time I've seen this film. I rented it at Blockbuster when it came out.
That makes you the resident Dead Snow expert.
I thought, yeah, right. Because I was like, zombies and Nazis. I'm like, holy shit.
Well,
I'm
that's
like,
what you would think.
Dude,
Yeah.
where the fuck do I sign up? I'm like, because it doesn't get better than that. And then it's okay. It's fun. You know, there's some good kills. You know, it definitely starts out. It does start out a little slow. And there is sort of a little character development. You know what I mean? Like, they're obviously from another country, but you kind of get a little bit of them in the car.
I think it's kind of like we were talking about. It's like I feel like they wanted to emulate the American horror movie partially, and so it's like they create those cliched like characters.
Yeah.
You don't need to explore them anymore. But like, well, it doesn't always have to be some crappy like self-referential spoof.
Yeah. So I don't know, but you know, by the time that weird old dude shows up at the front door, like he's kind of creepy, and then like it's just kind of fun. Like it's not boring ever, you know what I mean? So like I can hang with it, and it's like, you know, pretty fun because you're making all kinds of, you know, zombie Nazi jokes the whole time, because really it's just a bunch of like running and then killing and screaming. So like you can kind of chat.
Definitely
You kind
fun.
of chat while it's on.
Yeah, it's fun.
The outhouse scene, I was like, who fucks while shitting? Is this like where's this movie from? Norway?
Yeah,
Is it a Norway thing?
maybe because it's so cold.
I thought that was a German thing.
Maybe. Well, oh yeah, I guess. But I'm like,
Or
dude,
Cleveland.
I'm like, you know, the fattest guy's taking a shit, and like the hottest chick comes out to like bang him while he's shitting, and I'm just like, wow.
And you can't. They're in an
just-
outhouse.
okay.
You can't flush
The
that.
Nazi zombies were more realistic than that scenario.
Yeah, well,
I do know that-
I guess, or maybe it's just a cross-cultural thing.
People are more promiscuous in cold weather than in hot weather.
Maybe she's just a dirty
I heard
girl.
the opposite, because in hot weather they're not wearing any clothes, so everybody's fucking.
You'd think so, but it's actually
No,
it's actually
because
the opposite.
no,
All right.
cold weather is when people fuck.
I did want to say that really quick. The director obviously is a fan of Sam Raimi and the Evil Dead series, and,
sure.
Obviously,
yeah, right.
obviously, it's a bit of an homage to Dead Alive, or Brain Dead as it was overseas, by Peter Jackson.
I hate that movie.
Also, I actually love that movie.
The worst.
Super rad and
Oh,
fun
it's
and
amazing.
gross. Also, to just really quick, there's like a tone to these, like, because like it's kind of like Rare Exports or Troll Hunter,
Yeah.
where I don't know, they all kind of have this weird similar tone to them.
Yeah.
I don't know if you picked up on that, but
I think maybe part of it to me too is I'm burnt out on zombies and I'm burnt on Nazis, so you combine the two and it's this like ultra mediocre stew.
yeah,
that's
yeah,
twice
I
as
can
boring.
see
I don't
that
give a shit
too.
about.
No, really, I guess on
It's
some
just-
level, me going like zombie Nazis so rad. I guess really I'm epitomizing like the lowest common denominator in that case.
Well, to
Man,
be
I
fair,
need
when
to buy
it
a
came
fucking
out,
mirror.
they weren't as played out.
Yeah.
It's been a couple years, but now zombies are way played out. Like
Well,
I am done with zombies.
That's the perfect
Unfortunately,
segue into
yeah.
our next film that we watched.
Zombies!
Zombies from 2008, which was my pick. Now this gets a 4.0 on IMDb, and I just don't.
You can't believe it.
Right.
Well, but why did you pick this movie?
I can't believe I got that.
Why did you
right.
do
I
this
picked
to
this
us?
movie. This movie was my third choice. This was my pick. This was my third choice actually. My first two choices I thought were available. One of them I couldn't find the DVD that I actually own, but I don't know where the hell the disc is. So now I got to buy another copy of it, I guess.
It's got to be around somewhere.
That was my first choice. And I think if I had gone with either one of my first choices, I think they were, you know, you guys would have liked them better. And then my second choice, I thought I had, but I know I have, but just couldn't find it as well, just like the first one. So I had to go with my third choice, which I had in reserve, which was Zombies from 2008, directed by Jason Murphy and written by Anthony Stephen Giordano. So I guess before we opine on this film, I guess I'll say why I picked it. Oh, I guess I said why I picked it.
But
I guess I didn't say
give
why.
it 3 zombies.
Specifically, why did you?
Okay, well, I'll
Why
wait till
was
my
it your
turn. I'll
choice?
wait till my. I'll get to. Well, I guess
Okay.
I'll wait till me to say
I'm
it.
also very interested in it.
So okay, all right. So
Isn't that what this part's for? Is you telling why
Yeah.
you picked it?
so I guess I'll go first. And I'll just do my whole
Yeah.
thing.
Just do your whole thing now.
Okay, all right. Let me.
Give yourself your 2 minutes.
All right. So zombies.
Okay.
This is a film that
I guess he hasn't mentioned.
John and I saw. We got it off Netflix.
Yeah, it was Netflix.
For some, I have no idea why.
I want to say it was back long enough ago that it was right when the zombie craze kind of hit after the Dawn of the Dead remake.
Well, Dawn of the Dead remake was in 2004. This film was in 2008.
Well, but we rode that wave for a while.
Sure.
It was a crazy time. Zombies were everywhere, and it was
that
fun.
when
It
It
was
was a
wild.
wild time.
There was people were eating brains, and the dead were rising. And
Bath salts.
if you were a horror fan, man, yeah, the apocalypse was coming.
Okay, sure.
Max Brooks' book came out. Shit was happening.
Yeah. Okay. So
and I think that's probably why we watched it.
Yeah. Now this is. We found out afterward. There's not a lot of information about it. Not a lot of people know this film. I guess it was a student film on some level,
which is totally believable.
Yeah.
It's not
Good.
It's not. Doesn't have
Oh.
the Hollywood polish. Okay, of dolls.
Right.
All right. It doesn't. Okay. It doesn't have the, tear jerking gravitas of something like The Elephant Man or. Departures or something like that. But it's fun and hilarious, and it's like, for me, it's kind of like The Room. Like it is totally bad, but they're just totally having fun.
Yeah, it doesn't take itself too seriously.
And
for
it's
sure.
so ridiculous and kind of over the top, and it's almost like a satire of the genre in a way that, because where else can it go except for crackhead zombies? Like crack whore zombies. And plus Johnny Backhand Vegas. It's the only zombie movie to feature a pimp going down while pimp slapping bitches.
Zombie bitches.
Which is a huge thing for me. So this movie is just super rad. I just don't even get you guys. So this movie, of course, so three words for me for zombies. More, please, now. All right, Zeb, your turn.
3 words, no redeeming value.
Man, whatever.
Well, I've seen this movie before, as you just stated. It is a lot of fun. Where else can you get people smoking some kind of cure for cancer or something that ends up turning you into a zombie?
Right?
It's just got this ridiculous plot. It's a lot of. It's just a
lot of ridiculous, hilarious dialogue.
Yeah, I mean, really bad acting. I think there's 3 or 4 Playboy playmates in it. All the strippers, pretty much, they got them all from Playboy, and they're not actresses in any sense of the word. They're also not really strippers
Obviously,
too much either.
Apparently, yeah.
Johnny Backhand Vegas could be one of the most unique heroes of any.
He's going on my all-time zombie team.
Yeah, well, definitely. If you were to make some kind of a zombie crew to take down the living dead, you'd want him and his unstoppable backhands.
Your time's up, John.
Yeah. For me, 3 words: silicone, crack, zombies.
All right, Kenzie.
I hate this movie. Fuck this movie. I would never ever watch this again. And I also have side resentments about this whole movie situation, because I didn't get to have a pick.
Yeah, she didn't get to have a pick because she was going to pick the Disney Channel original movie Don't Look Under the Bed.
Which is very similar to Dolls, by the way.
Which the only way it's available is on YouTube in a terrible rip that has 35% of the screen cropped out.
That's really
The
the
bottom half,
That is
though.
an unacceptable method or an unacceptable way to watch a film in.
But you didn't know that yet.
But yes, I did know that, which is why I told
Oh, wait,
you.
yeah.
I
That's kinda
totally did
surprising.
because you had kept
Yeah.
saying, I'm going to pick this.
It may have still been more clear to watch than Dracula versus Frankenstein.
No.
Are
No.
you sure?
Oh, positive because we watched it. it is almost unwatchable. Like the only reason that I was able to sit through it is because I was like, I'm gonna have to do this at some point. Like, let's just do it.
It's not downloadable.
No.
Wow.
It is not.
not
that's pretty
available
obscure.
There's not
anywhere.
even there's not even a used VHS on eBay.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It is not
That's
available anywhere.
Was it ever even printed?
It was. I don't
Probably
think
not.
so. I don't think so.
We
Because
should
they
watch
made a
it
lot
now.
of these Disney Channel original. Well, I
Yeah.
thought it might actually be. They're awful though.
Oh.
See, I thought
Well,
it
maybe
might.
that-
I thought it might be actually
might
kind of an
explain it.
interesting theme for us to explore one time, and I'll pick one because
What,
there's
just
so
all those
many
videos?
of them.
Oh.
They were doing like
Wow.
one a week
Right,
for a while.
right,
They're
and they
so
and they
amazing.
did have a huge cultural impact on kids at
Me.
the time, right? So I thought, but now that I've seen a couple with her, I mean, we would be dropping like flies if we had to, go through that
Shit.
many weeks of Disney Channel original movies because they're just not
Yeah.
good. I mean, unless you're a little kid of that time.
I would enjoy them.
I can imagine like parents being like, "Oh yeah, let's watch Halloween Town again." Okay,
There are no Ride a Wild Ponies.
they are no Ride a Wild Pony. Absolutely not. So, anyways, I told her if she was going to actually bring some heat and bring something real to the table, to the horror movie marathon table, she'd be in.
Well, that's
But
nice
she
that
didn't
you
want to do that.
You
She,
never told me that.
I did too tell you that.
Liar.
All right,
So 3
so
words.
so yeah,
So my 3 words are like so fucking stupid because I hated this and it's so fucking stupid and the acting is so fucking stupid. Everything.
Let the hate flow through you.
all right,
I'm
yes,
done.
embrace the hate like
Chris.
John Cena.
How did you feel about this horror
Yeah.
movie?
I tried to resign from this film. But
I
was,
try to just withdraw into myself.
I saw him actually taking sleeping pills, try to will
I
himself to sleep.
tried to. I used the hour and a half to try to project my astral spirit onto the astral plane and
This
escape my
was-
body.
Leave your body, Chris. Leave your body.
no, I tried to. I think I actually picked my stuff up and walked like to the door, but then was like persuaded. Back,
Yes,
right?
I offered fellatio to keep you. to
Yeah,
the
then
end.
I got the BJ, and I was like, "Well, I'm down for this film, I
Yeah.
guess."
Yeah.
Can't give a blowjob back, unfortunately,
Right.
no matter how terrible it is.
You can't take that back.
But
You can't unring that bell.
man, it's. I'm gonna say my 3 words for it and then explain. I guess not worth it. There's Playboy models in it. There's zombies, but in the end,
You can find hot girls anywhere.
You can
Not
get
worth
your
it.
zombie and or hot girl fix a lot better a lot of other
Yeah.
places.
yeah, in my opinion, that's
Yeah,
not worth it.
But why would you when this is the most fun way? There's crack.
No.
Crack.
That's it.
Raul, have you seen Zombies?
No, and I'm not sure if I'm glad that I haven't yet.
You are.
Me and your tastes, Ed, usually are kind of similar, it feels like. So I feel like
Yeah.
your opinion may hold some merit, so I may check it out.
Well, let me ask
But
you this.
everyone else is screaming obscenities, so I don't know, man. I may just drop into a K-hole for that one.
did you see the film Nightmare Man?
No.
Okay, all right.
Oh God.
Has this director done anything else, by the way?
I don't think so.
This was
I don't
his,
know. I should have. I was actually. I think I was
This was
looking
his
that up.
first and last film.
Debut
Right,
swan
right.
song.
Movies.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody who heard his name
There's
from
just
that
like
point
the world's
forward.
oldest Jew running Hollywood.
Here he
and
is,
he's
here
like,
he
you're
is.
fired from movies.
All
Fired.
filmography.
Trombone.
You done, kid.
He's got some credits: 10 visual effects, 7 miscellaneous crew, 4 directorial credits. Robo Dog from this year.
Oh, that sounds good.
The Unbroken from 2012.
Don't know that one.
Zombies, and then
Unbroken, wasn't that military one?
it was the
I
one.
think it's a different one.
This is the Unbroken.
That was like a big film.
Has Daniel Baldwin and Patrick Flanagan. And it's written by the same guy that wrote
I
Zombies.
think that
should
one's
see
on
this.
Netflix.
I should see this. I'll probably
Oh, that
love
is-
it.
Wait.
And
it
one
is
coming
that
in
one I saw on
2017
Netflix.
called
Oh,
Monsters
shit,
at Large.
Unbroken?
So he's done quite a bit of stuff.
No, I do think I saw it though, but I thought it was some. I didn't think it was by whoever the hell this guy that made zombies is.
Jason Murphy.
Yeah,
From
wow.
the man who brought you zombies. Yeah,
Yeah, they don't exactly advertise that.
Okay, all right. So, okay, yeah. Well, I'd like to change my 3 words to fuck you guys.
Cool.
Before we move on to our final film of our seemingly dismal marathon, our all downhill after dolls marathon.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Mm.
We closed out the evening with the absolute turd.
Yeah.
Dracula versus Frankenstein from 1971, directed by Al Williamson.
If you can call it that.
Written by William Pugsley.
Directed by Alan Smithy. Written by Alan Smithy.
Starring Alan Smithy.
Produced by Alan Smithy.
Nobody wanted credit.
Yeah. And starring J. Carroll Naish as Dr. Dorea or Dr. Frankenstein. Lon Chaney Jr. as Groton. John Bloom as Frankie Frankenstein. And Xandor Vorkov as the Prince of Darkness.
And a special cameo by Forrest J. Ackerman.
Yes.
Oh, man.
The father of horror.
That's who is going to be.
that fucking wound open.
He's going to be. Well, they're doing the cafe up in honor to him this year at SD Comic Fest. From
Was
what I
that
understand.
Malin
Yeah, Senior
Ackerman's
Comic
dad?
Fest doing a little tribute.
Is it really?
No.
What a family. All right, so
Could be. Big Brad.
John, tell us why you picked it.
First off, I want to apologize to everybody for picking this movie.
Apology accepted.
I was misled by the poster. Basically, I was on Hulu looking for horror movies.
I wonder for how many people that was true.
And they got this badass poster of like Dracula and Frankenstein fighting each other, and it's like fucking Dracula versus. How have I not seen this movie? You got Dracula, you got Frankenstein. They fight. You can't lose.
Right, that dude.
It's like the opposite of Aliens vs. Predator. No matter who wins, we win.
Yeah.
At least that's what I thought. And then we put it on, and man, there's kind of like this whole, nobody's really put a name on this sort of subgenre of like sort of like beatnik, hippie kind of horror movies from this era. The chicks always got like these big beehive hairdos, and like there's always bikers. There's a lot of rape. They usually take place in San Francisco. People smoke joints, and they're usually not very good. They're usually super low budget. They overreach themselves. They don't deliver the goods. And this was kind of one of those. For a movie that was Dracula vs. Frankenstein, there wasn't a lot of Dracula or Frankenstein in it. There was almost
Especially Dracula.
He just disappears. He's in the first scene, and he disappears to the end scene, and then he just shows back up. I don't know how bad Lon Chaney was into the Sharks, where he had to take this role.
Well, he was looking pretty tired, man.
I assume that Forrest J. Ackerman's nephew or somebody made this movie, because how else did you get him to show up in it? There's at least 3 women with really large chests, and you see a total of 1 boob. Not 2.
A total of like 1 second.
Not even right. Not even a pair, but just 1 boob, 1 time. And I was like, I'm saying, look, if you can't deliver on quality writing or acting, at least put some boobs in it.
Right? Give me something.
Give me something.
At least keep them in
yeah,
pairs.
and then, God, it was just one long, unending day for night shot, and not even in a believable way. Like, when you can see the sunlight blasting into people's faces, but it's supposed to be night. And it's like, come on. Like, then at the end, the sun's rising. It's been daytime this whole movie. How's the sun rising now? It's like an 85-degree Los Angeles day. It believes the dead of night.
This film tried to like retcon the Dracula mythos to make it so as long as he gets home by noon,
Yeah, he's okay.
he's good.
I assume they just couldn't afford lights, honestly, and it just it really shows.
Okay, 3 words.
Don't watch this.
All right, Kenzie, I'm going to pass you because you didn't see this film, right?
Right.
Chris,
Did
you
not
left?
see. Yeah.
You and Longarel, you haven't seen it either?
No, probably will never do that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
actually I did see the first like 5 minutes of it.
Okay,
and
well,
it
hey.
was awful.
Oh,
That little bit
do you
was
wanna-
awful.
Do you want to give us 3 words about it?
No.
It might be.
believe somebody
Dr.
did.
Matlis is still on route.
Okay, sweet.
All right, so I guess that makes it my wait, no. Oh, I'm sorry. Zeb, go ahead.
Zeb saw half.
No, it threw
That's
me
not
off.
half.
It threw me off
Because of me going, yeah.
Right,
It's like,
we were going out of
Damn,
order.
man, it was just a fucking joke.
Yeah, no,
don't go
He saw
straight to
all
fucking-
the
Yeah,
Dracula scenes.
It was because we went out of order because he was telling.
No, it's all good.
Okay, so yeah, tell us what you thought about what you saw.
I know I've been
Frankenstein versus Dracula.
very soft-spoken about
Very glib tonight.
Halloween thing. It's because I'm running it back in my mind, and my 3 words are Halloween is wasted. I wasted my Halloween.
Ouch.
I think I saw Dolls, enjoyed it, and then it just got progressively worse as the night went on.
Yeah.
To the point where seeing a dear friend of mine, who I don't know how long I cried, only 2 times I cried when one of my friends died, show up on screen brought back all these fucking memories. I was like, God damn it, what the hell am I doing with my life? What am I doing here? Watching, I like, all
This
right,
is
like,
my Halloween.
And I was like, this is my fucking Halloween. What have I done with my fucking
Or
life?
like you know, like Sally in the.
And if it wasn't for the fact that SDSU fucked me over, I could have been partying with Elvira's boobs that night. No, I had to spend a day in the Love Library with a bunch of fucking statisticians and Asians. The scariest thing that I saw on Halloween was at that library where an Asian took his glasses off, stuck the part that goes over your ear into his ear to clean out the earwax. Then proceeded to put the glasses back on, and that's when I went, fuck this shit, I'm off to Ed's.
It's a cultural thing.
So I came here expecting the heat to be brought on.
You know, I just realized I think we made a mistake by not choosing good horror movies.
Yeah.
So next Halloween,
other than dolls.
May I make the suggestion that the bill is created beforehand instead of relied on randomness?
Yes, I think
Yeah.
I think
Maybe even democratically.
if we had watched my first pick, like you probably wouldn't have felt. You would have. I'm sure.
Are you
my-
at liberty to say what your first pick is?
Yeah, I may pull it out again down the road, but my first pick was going to be Murder Party,
See, that sounded awesome.
Oh yeah, that's right.
which
Would have been
is-
better.
It is better.
That's
it's-
one you can't find.
the DVD is not in the case. I have no fucking clue where it is.
The case of the missing DVD.
Because I've never watched that than the one time we watched
on the
it.
next Conde Mysteries.
I kind of look at it as like it's almost like a Breakfast Club for the new millennium in a way.
Okay.
But it's like if the Breakfast Club were like a horror film. And it's actually it's really funny and
It's
also
fun.
like disturbing and like believable. Like the characters are actually kind of believable because they're all like these petulant like whiners. So that was going to be my first pick. My second pick, which I also couldn't locate my copy of, was going to be The Manitou. From 1979, starring
Damn it!
Tony Curtis and Michael Ansara and Burgess Meredith.
And Felix Silla as the Manitou.
Yeah,
Cousinant.
I was gonna because
Tweaky.
that is just the ultimate.
Yeah, that would have been quite the capper. And I also apologize too that we were trying to give it. We should try to give it more of a party atmosphere. Like a lot of people committed kind of last minute, and so by then, like there was really no money for any kind of a party budget. But really, like in theater, that had been like dry ice and decorations.
We had to just put more plan. We were caught up in these horror films. We went
Yeah,
to.
there was.
I was expecting
I also saw the
inside,
Three Stooges
fireworks.
Spooks short out.
Oh yeah, we didn't mention.
And then I was like, oh yeah, and
gonna be
I was still
rad.
waiting for it to come on.
yeah, that well.
All right. Well, let me just give my thing on Dracula versus Frankenstein really quick. What a piece of shit. I too was like, oh yeah. I'm like Dracula versus Frankenstein, 1971. This is gonna be like some bizarre out there shit with some really cool fucking gore and stuff. And it was just an absolute snooze fest. It really went. It was just boring and didn't do anything. And it was until the end when like it just really like displays like its mediocrity. Then it gets kind of fun in the last like 10 minutes.
Yeah, like if you really want to watch, like if you see the post, you really want to watch this, just watch the
Well,
last
that's
10
like
minutes.
10, 15 minutes of
yeah.
it. You get to skip
Yeah,
the
that's
rest.
when the shit hits the fan. Everybody dies in the last 15 minutes. That's when all the action.
So wait, is it
Just
one of those
start the
movies where
poster.
it's completely a build up and then the actual movie is like the last 15 minutes?
Well, yeah. Well, it's basically It's like I mean, there's some stuff. There's like a couple of kills, and there's like but it's so.
and calling it a build, that would be giving it too much credit.
Yeah,
they're
it's
just wasting screen
It's more like
time.
a build. It's more like the movie finally falls completely apart.
Yeah.
And so
It's when it comes with the rails, it actually gets interesting for 5 minutes.
Yeah, like and the guillotine death is just ridiculous.
yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous. So this movie was a turd. I'm gonna change my stars for. I gave on the Facebook. I give it 2 stars. I'm gonna give it 1, because it was that bad.
One turds.
What were
1
three?
turds.
what are
My 3 words for Dracula versus Frankenstein are. Now that we've ushered this in, I feel like I need to think
Bring the
about
heat.
this in advance.
That's yeah.
Because I feel like I need adjectives like that are really specific
Well, we are doing 4 movies in a row
to
too.
this.
So.
Yeah. So I don't know, like just this is bullshit.
Piece of shit.
Don't watch this.
The word bullshit did float into my mind once or
Don't
twice when
watch
we were
this.
watching it.
Dracula's not there.
Yeah.
That's my. All right. Well, we got a couple of minutes left of the podcast, so I did write down some questions. I don't know that anybody cares. It's me the most, but I did. Of all, I guess I could ask of all the films, what scared you the most? But I imagine it certainly is Dolls.
Well, as
I mean,
far as,
the idea of dolls, the dolls themselves were the scariest nemesis.
Dolls are perpetually spooky.
I always find it scary in the zombie movies when people get torn apart while they're aware of it.
Yeah.
Like when they get disemboweled like that.
Right.
Like that would be a pretty bad way to go. Like to
Right.
watch yourself get ripped open
Yeah.
and like they're already feasting on your
So
entrails
you were
and you're still alive.
so you were particularly sensitive to the demise of Johnny Backhand Vegas.
Yeah, him, yeah, and everybody in because there was 2 zombie movies, and everybody who that happened to,
Yes.
both of them, I guess.
Excellent. What's scarier, being like the undead or having a hateful ideology? In the zombies, the zombie
No, let's
Nazis,
just go around.
Nazi
All right.
zombies.
Kenzie, would you rather be a zombie or a Nazi?
No,
Pick
not would
one.
you rather be,
A
but what
Nazi. Easy.
what is scarier to your sense of morality?
Zombies or Nazis?
Like what frightens you more, like real life, like zombies or Nazis?
Zombies.
Okay,
Well, Nazis are gone.
No.
Are they?
No, they're way not.
that's what.
They're absolutely still here.
yeah, that's
I
what I'm
promise.
saying. They may not wear the uniform.
Do I have something to
They're
worry
not just
about
the things of fairy
personally?
tales.
I don't know.
I feel like a zombie won't like discriminate, so
That's
I
true.
have more to fear.
so they're more tolerant.
Yeah, with
You-
Nazis,
you-
it's gonna be.
So what you're saying is you fear tolerance.
The rise
Yeah.
of the zombies is
saying-
really the death of racism. If
Yeah,
you think about
yeah,
it.
absolutely.
They're
Yeah.
all equal in their eyes.
Yeah.
Sockets.
That's true.
Yeah.
See,
Does anybody want to vote for Nazis being the scariest?
I actually would vote for Nazis because there's 2 reasons, right? One, they're real, and 2, people will unite against zombies, but not everybody will unite in the same way against Nazis because some people,
Will
like
agree.
other Nazis, would be pro-Nazi.
Oh, that's funny because I was thinking.
So, but everybody, like a zombie outbreak would in theory bring humanity together. I guess you could say that the Nazi outbreak brought humanity together too, but
Yeah, I was
you know,
thinking
both scary, I guess.
See, I was thinking the Nazis are scary because of their ability to organize. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like whereas racists, like zombies might be broken up and stuff like that. Like who knows? They're eating each other. They're eating whatever the fuck. But since they all share the same ideologies, they're like unified and like able to
They're like ants.
the fucking blitzkrieg.
Dangerous. You can't sink them.
but I'm
Yeah.
more likely to be killed by a zombie than a Nazi.
I think
No,
Yeah.
Well, I
look
think-
at
I
the
think- well-
skinhead is roaming the streets.
But she's more likely to voluntarily become a Nazi than a zombie as well. I think. Yeah.
I guess that's true. You don't
No.
willingly volunteer to become a
No, I
Nazi.
think I think we all would.
What if it turns out if a Nazi bites you, you become a Nazi?
Okay.
Wow.
Well, all right. So
You
a
can't
lot
change
of
your mind
our
about being a zombie.
a
too.
lot of our discussion has rendered most of my questions moot. But I think the most important question to ask everybody, we'll go around in a circle with this. But during any of these films, did you shit on the edge of your seat? If not, upon what part of the seat did you shit? I'm assuming everybody here was so scared.
I was on the edge of my seat,
So you
waiting for an opening to leave.
But did you shit?
You
your
didn't
pants?
shit on it.
I didn't shit on
You were
it.
sitting on it, but you didn't shit on it.
No, the weird hand sticker you have on the toilet was scarier than anything I saw
That did scare
that
me.
evening.
I didn't know if I was
And it
supposed.
still scares me. What the fuck, man?
I didn't-
I've just
I
been
go
too
in there, there's a
lazy.
fucking hand on the toilet seat.
I deliberately wanted to keep the Halloween decorations up because we were doing the Halloween podcast
Yeah.
tonight.
That's
So
a
it
good idea.
keeps the spooky vibe.
I didn't know if I was supposed to shit on the sticker or in
Or
the,
I've been just
inside the
lazy.
toilet.
Yeah, it's funny because it always just makes me think the seat is up and I just shit
Yeah.
right on it.
No,
so
just
you've
like
been doing
whatever. Oh shit, I've been doing it too, man. Sorry.
Okay, yes, it's important questions like these why people tune in. All right, well, we got.
Wait, what was the question again?
Did you shit on the edge of your seat?
Oh, you know.
And if not, upon which part of your seat did you shit?
At no point did I shit on the edge of my seat, but you know what? I don't get scared by horror movies, so I was not shitting on my seat. But you know,
Nobody was.
was anybody scared? Kenzie, were you scared for any of the movies you were awake for? Did any of those scare you at all?
I had a scary dream.
Well,
Oh yeah, the scariest thing of the night was getting
Yeah.
a nightmare.
Dolls was creepy. It wasn't
Yeah.
like scary though.
Yeah, dolls. I thought dolls had some suspense.
And
next-
girls
next-
don't have bowel movements, so there was no shitting.
There was no
on
shitting.
mine.
There was
Yeah.
just pig socking.
Oh, sharding.
She just.
All right,
Gross.
next year, good.
Holy shit.
And what a surprise! You're the one who goes too far.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit with my pick as well as with the pig
Wow.
sock.
Would you
Next
say
year,
your
For those of you
interest?
that Google search pink sock.
Do not
You don't have
Google
to do
search
that.
pink sock.
Ever.
Would you say your interest was pinked?
Okay.
That's what they cue you.
Here's a little Halloween tip for you. Pick good horror movies, scary horror movies if you're gonna do a horror movie marathon for Halloween.
Okay, let's cut this shit. We have another one of these fucking things to get through. We got a lot of work ahead of us. All right, that'll do it for our piece of shit Halloween movie marathon.
That does it for Halloween.
I wish I had a sound of like a toilet flushing.
Just flushing the season and the holiday down the shitter. And bust out the tinsel and the Santa hats. Fucking
maybe-
Christmas now.
Yeah, maybe we'll do better for
Hey,
Christmas.
Santa, do you got anything to say to the kids?
Ho ho ho! Fuck you, kids!
That's your
Santa
three,
hates you.
Those are the 3 words from Santa right there. Fuck you, kids. or Santa hates you. Take your pick. All right, we'll be back in 2 minutes with a wrap up of our what we just watched from the free for all round. So clockwise, starting with me. I'm Ed,
I'm Zeb.
I'm John.
I'm Kenzie.
I'm Chris.
I'm Raul.
and we'll be back in 2 minutes with more. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.